Hey, love. Welcome to Shift Happens with Shay, your soft space for mental health, relationships, and self growth. Let's shift into healing together. Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be back with you all at Shift Happens with Shay. So, today's episode, we're getting into the myth of being healed. Yes. Why healing isn't a destination, and that's okay. Also, don't mind that Mona Bear is walking around here. She loves being underneath the tree as much as I just love the tree being up and it being Christmas. And you may see her pop in every now and then. If you are watching me on YouTube, say hello, Mona. That is Bear. And she's happy to be here with you as well. So let's get into it. Don't mind me. I have the notes and the gems for you today. So let's tune in. Yes, healing, just not being a destination, ongoing. Let's talk about it. So beautiful. If you've ever felt like you should be over it by now, you should have completed your journey, you should have already been there. You shouldn't be still impacted or hurt or pretty much the T word, triggered by something from your past that's already happened, or if you looked around at others and thought, why am I not healed yet? Why am I not further along? Everybody's thriving and I'm still hung up on that. Then this one's for you. Because what if healing was never meant to be a destination at all? When I think about healing, ing, it means ongoing. Who of us is truly ever fully healed? We just become a more healed version of ourselves. And then there's always something that pops up that maybe we need to just process, learn to accept, learn to move forward, learn to hold on to, just process. Life is ever changing. And just because you haven't reached the end, quote unquote, of your journey doesn't mean all your efforts are wasted. Let's talk about the pressures from society, or maybe you see it on your algorithm, on social media or other podcasts, and coming at you feeling like, oh, you should move on by that. Like, why are you still upset about that? Or even like your circle, when something still bothers you or turns you off or gives you just the ick or whatnot. And people, I hope you don't experience it a lot, but I get it. Some of you might, where you just see people give you faces, people roll their eyes, or maybe you're rolling your eyes at yourself, at your body's reaction to certain things that are happening around you. Maybe it's like, man, in my mind and in my heart, I'm perfectly fine, but my body is still stuck in the past. And boo, that means we still got some things to work on, but don't feel pressured by society that you have to be already moved on and healed because this is your journey. Exactly. So, the pressures of being done with healing, whether it's the self help world telling us that we just need to journal more. Oh, just talk those thoughts through. Just be on your own, journal it, get a prompt or two. Well, boo, how many 30 prompts of anxiety or 30 prompts for career transition, 50 prompts of self-love, et cetera, are you going to be doing and still not feeling different? Like, let's be real. I like a good journal prompt as much as the next person. I mean, I get it. I'm a therapist, right? I like it as much, but even outside of my therapist hat, I don't really care to journal like that because sometimes it feels like if nothing's wrong, I don't have nothing to say. And I know I've experienced that with a lot of my clients saying the same thing, that if nothing's wrong, I kind of just forget about my journal until like the next storm happens. And that's okay. A journal is all right to have for every now and then. Or if that's your thing and you love to just write and words and you're a great storyteller or scrapping or making it beautiful and the whole process itself is just therapeutic to engage in your journal, that's beautiful. It's a lovely healing like ritual for you, but doesn't mean that we're fully healed. Don't feel pressured, like I said, by these podcasts or self help gurus telling you that you got to move forward, move faster with your healing. Just journal it away, talk it away, just write it away. Sometimes it's not enough, or we just need something in addition to the journaling. Like I've mentioned before, social media. But, we've all seen them, your Instagram therapist that like to give you 30 seconds therapy and just say, hey, here's a list of activities or grounding practices or whatever you may need to move forward and leave that stuff behind. Yeah, but if you're suggesting it to me as a therapist, then aren't these activities I should be doing with a licensed professional? Or does this mean that I need more help? Is this something that's accessible to me? How can I tap into this memory that my body is holding in a safe way? Yeah, not realistic, is that? Or maybe it's just your own inner critic that is just whispering, we already worked on this. Why is it back? Dread, frustration, just upset, maybe enraged, maybe feeling defeated. Like I mentioned, feeling that sensation again, a reminder, a scent, a smell, the taste of something taking you instantly back into a memory and you feeling like all the work you did was for naught. And that's not true. If your heart feels light and your mind feels together, you're on the right track. It just means we just continue our journey. Every day we're not triggered. Don't feel pressure by these outside voices who don't know your story and can't really dictate how healing looks for you. They can't tell you how long it will take because they've never been you. They've never experienced traumatic experiences or just heavy experiences. Maybe they weren't traumatic, but they were heavy enough to stick with you. I get some of us don't want to put that T word, also that other T on things. That's okay. Just know there are big T's and little T's. And if we consider it a little T, then hey, that's okay. Or just a heavy situation, that's fine. But all I'm saying is those self help gurus, your 30-second TikTok, Instagram therapists, and even your inner critic are not considering what it's like to be you going through this. And crazy enough, I get it, Shay, but it's my inner critic voice. No, our inner critic voice, I'm pretty sure we talked about before, is from someone else, a caregiver, a mom, a dad, an uncle, an auntie, a cousin, a sister, a brother, a best friend, or in the past, or whatnot, a bully, somebody's voice that's just etched into our subconscious that tells us we aren't enough. And we believed it enough to keep it going. And over time, we forgot who that voice originally came from and lied to ourselves saying it's ours. You weren't born with doubt, doubt was poured into you. So the pressure's real, it's heavy, but here's the truth I've come to know. Not just as a therapist, but as a woman, healing isn't a finish line. It's a rhythm, it's a return, it's remembering. Right? It's a rhythm, it's a river, it keeps flowing. It's a sound of the beat of the drums that you keep marching to at this time. Sometimes the tune changes. It's remembering because the body remembers, the heart remembers, the mind remembers. They just all react differently to the memory. You are allowed to revisit your wounds without being broken. Just because it comes back up doesn't mean you wasted your time and your effort. You're allowed to visit the past without crumbling, without being at your lowest point. That's healing because now we can look at that situation from a different perspective. We may see things now that we didn't when we were at our lowest. There is new insight to gain if we have to revisit a wound. You're allowed to still be healing and still be whole. You don't need to be healed to be whole. You can be whole and still be healing. You could be whole, you could be thriving and still be healing, beautiful. Isn't that amazing? I love duality of life. One thing can be true while another at the same time. If we embraced it more, I'm sure we'd probably enjoy life a little bit more. Releasing that rigidness, telling us that we have to be a certain way, think a certain way, move a certain way, grow a certain way, heal a certain way, you know, love a certain way. Whatever that way is, that may not be the way for us. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, Shay. Well, tell me a little bit more. Well, I'll tell you about the reality of the cycle of healing, you know? Healing is a journey. We said that. Healing is not linear. And I'm sure you've seen that quote everywhere. I tell my clients that all the time. And I'm sure they get tired of hearing it from me because they start regurgitating and telling it to me and they'll start saying it. I know, my healing is a journey. I know it's not linear. It doesn't go straight, though sometimes it would feel nice if it did. Hey, though it's not linear, it has some times when it does go straight. So, just saying, that's the whole point of it. But let's talk about it. So, healing doesn't always happen in a straight line, it is loops and spirals. Sometimes those loops get crazy and they kind of fun. And then sometimes they spiral and it feels like, okay, hold up now. It's going down a little bit too fast. It's going up a little too fast. Too much changes happening. And that's okay. Conflict is a part of life. Sometimes we'll get introduced to chaos, but remember, in our healing, we have found how to center ourselves, how to ground ourselves. That despite that there is a storm and the winds are just crazy, we are the rock that can't be moved. You are the mountain that can't be moved. We become that. We're indestructible at this point. Damn near close. But we're pretty much close to it. So it's like, who's gonna move me? Nobody but you. You are your center. It starts with you. So you'll have the moments in your healing journey, despite the spirals and the loops, where you do feel free. Like I've mentioned, you know that a smell, a conversation, a season, they'll bring up things that you thought were long gone. But hey, that means it's seasonal. It comes and goes like the wave. It will brush up to the shore and then it will go back into the ocean. It'll go, it will leave. But something new we need to see in this new wave. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're ready to love that part of you at a deeper level. I am ready to understand myself at a deeper level with this new insight, this new version of me, this me who is open to holding myself more, longer, more intense, more loving, more caring, more accepting, more understanding, more compassionate, just more than when you were the last time you visited this wound, the last time it came up for you. And that's exciting. Sometimes maybe the wound isn't reopening. Maybe it just resurfaced. We all have scars, and sometimes we're just looking at it again. And like I mentioned, it just needs to be held in a way it's never been before. So, how about we just take this time and have a moment to reflect? Because my loves, y'all know I love me some reflecting moments. So, you know I got it here. I got them here for you. And where do I shame myself for not being over it? Take some time for yourself. Really sit with me here. Get crisscross applesauce if you need to. If you're at home in a safe space, go ahead, get your journals out and take this moment to write that down. Where do I shame myself for not being over it? You know, take a deep breath. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're being invited to deepen your relationship with yourself. And I think that's a beautiful opening. So let's take that moment for ourselves. Okay. So, Shay, what does healing really look like then? If it's not what Instagram says, if it's not the beautiful quotes that just go around, if it's not TikTok or Instagram therapists telling me that I need to do 5 things to heal or to be a healed person. Well, realistically, healing might not always feel like a breakthrough. You may not always feel like you're having this huge aha moment or that you've really just made it to your next level. It may not feel like the most astounding, or maybe you don't even feel accomplished during that phase. Sometimes it's not always the big hoorah ahas, you know? Sometimes it might feel like saying no when you used to say yes. Sometimes it could be choosing softness more over self punishment. It could be taking a nap over explaining yourself to somebody that you really shouldn't be giving any more of your time or your energy. Sometimes it's not texting back right away because your nervous system needs quiet. Those are radical ways of healing too. They're just quiet. And we talked about this in my previous episode, the quiet shift. We have to honor those because those shifts are still part of healing. They are still telling you you are moving forward. You are deepening your relationship with yourself. You are understanding more. You are loving more. You are more compassionate. You are holding more space. You have the capacity. Even I want to say in psychoeducation, your optimal window of arousal. You are no longer in hyperarousal where you feel panicked all the time. Panic attacks happening, anxiety attacks, overthinking and ruminating over and over and over about a situation or a person. Your heart's not racing as much as it used to. Your hands aren't getting clammy, or we're not in hyperarousal. You're not dissociating as often. You're so much more present with yourself and with your loved ones around you. You're not numb. You're actually feeling and allowing yourself to sit in your emotions. You're not isolating. You're reaching out to your community that I need you. Hold me, comfort me. We are in more of our optimal arousal. We're not allowing ourselves to stay in these distressing windows of hyper and hypo. We know how to get ourselves back in the middle. And we're experiencing life most of the time in this window instead of hyper, the upper window, and the lower window, hypo. That's healing and it's radical. It doesn't always look like this major breakthrough. Quiet wins are still wins. And that's what the reality of healing is. And here's an affirmation for you, boo. I am not behind. I am blooming on divine time. You are. And I'm not saying that in a religious aspect. If you take it that way, then that's how you were meant to take it. But it could just be your own sense of spirituality with yourself on your own time. You are blooming and you are blossoming. You are coming out of your cocoon, and soon you will radiate. You will radiate and you will shine, and then you will soar. You will soar. You're not broken and you're not behind. You're radiant. Keep blooming, beautiful. So, what if we shifted healing? Ooh. What if we redirected, gave it a new way of looking and feeling and experiencing? What if we named it something different for our own story? Redefine what healing means to you. You have the power to do so. Who's to tell you what healing looks like and feels like? And I mean a more empowered definition. Because you take it that way, you might be like, well, then Shay, I don't have to listen to anything you said because technically you said healing could be what I said. So bunk whatever you've been saying for the past like almost 20 minutes. No, boo, don't play with me. You know that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Your healing looks different and it's allowed to be different. It's allowed to feel different. Your spirals can be different. Your loops can be different. Your centering can be different. Your ritual for yourself can be different. My healing ritual and your healing rituals do not have to be the same. That's okay. But what could be the same is the feeling of being able to breathe, the relief we both get when we are experiencing healing in the new redefined way that we get it, and not from a self-help book or a guru or whatnot, or a therapist who tells you there's only 5 ways to do it when that's not true, is what I'm saying. So what if we define healing altogether, like redefined it as not something that we have to achieve, but something to practice? Crazy that I mentioned rituals, right? And that's a practice. Consistency, distance, discipline. Maybe it's not something that we put pressure on our progress, but honor our pace. Maybe it becomes a new lifestyle, a new rhythm, a commitment to showing up for ourselves again and again and again, as often as we need to. Maybe it's not a one-time deal. Maybe it's something we allow ourselves and give permission to ourselves to say, hey, old friend, what am I needing now? What am I not seeing? What's needed for me to feel even more at peace, to feel even more grounded, more centered, more love, more compassionate, more understanding? What is it teaching me this time? Because the truth of it all is that you can be healing and still be powerful, still be soft, still be joyful, and still be wise. It's not one or the other. You can be healing and still be a goddess, the goddess that you are in your soft era. Let's step into it. Step into that softness because you deserve it, boo. Oh, my beautiful girl, you deserve it. You don't have to be pressured to be healed now. The only thing I urge you to do, if you haven't started, is just start. Start saying yes to yourself, giving yourself permission to be on your healing journey and to not allow others to judge you for how long it takes you on this journey. Because I haven't seen a single person that's reached the destination of being a completely 100% healed person after a really difficult or traumatic experience. Because if anybody knows, trauma changes us. It changes how our brain literally functions, how it acts and behaves. Trauma restructures your brain. So I'll wait for that 100% healed person to step up and tell me what that look like, because I ain't seen them yet. And I don't ever claim that I'm her either, because I got my own stuff that I'm still working through and still processing, and it just doesn't hurt as much as it did the first, second, third, or fourth, fifth time that I revisited. It doesn't hurt as much as it did before. And I'm still powerful, and I'm still intelligent and capable. I'm still insightful. I'm still wise. I'm still understanding. I'm still so many other beautiful things, and I'm still healing. And the same is for you. It's the same. So we're coming to our close of your 30-minute session with me. Ooh, ooh, ah. These are literally like billable hours. But on the real, I really hope that you got what you needed. I hope that by sharing this moment with me, that this episode gave you what maybe you needed this holiday season. I just wanted to give you a little bit of my own joy for the season. I think it's actually on that pillow over here. I don't know if you can see it really well. But I wanted to give you my own version of some joy and reassurance and understanding and love. Because I know you need it, and I know you're killing it out there, but just sometimes you just need a nice reminder. So I hope this episode gave you that gentle exhale that you've been longing for, because you're not alone. And I do want to share that if you're ready to deepen this kind of softness in your life, I'd love to invite you to my upcoming workshop on December 6th, 2025. So it's about almost 2 weeks. So from when this will be released, it will be November 8th. No, not 18. We already passed that. It will be the 23rd. So it'll be Sunday. So it will be about a week and some change away. So on Saturday, December 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will gather together for my workshop called Coming Back to Your Soft Era. It's a softening experience. This is a sacred place that I'm going to have 15 women, because I like to keep it small and intimate, who are going to connect, and we're going to step into our softness, because these are women who are tired of performing strength and ready to soften into truth. So this space is for releasing, restoration, and radical self-compassion. My tickets are limited, as I mentioned. I only have 15 seats, and they are starting to be taken and being sold. So don't miss your chance at softness. Don't be too hesitant to tell yourself yes. I love I would love to have you there. I would love to guide you in your softness era. I would love to help you redefine it through your language and your understanding, through your story and experience. I would love to be honored with that chance to do so. So, this speaks to your spirit, coming back to you, a soft era experience. If this sounds like it's for you, or maybe a girlfriend that you are thinking of right now, please send it her way. And she can find out more at shifthappens.com, at shifthappenswithshay.com. And on the event tab, you will see it up there, and it'll say reserve my seat or RSVP here. Tickets are $25, and you could claim your seat there. So I hope to see you all there. Well, I probably won't see you all there. It is a limited event. Hopefully, at one point, I'll be able to host these really large virtual events, or even in person. Oh my God, what if we created our own Shift Happens with Shay Softness Era, like the annual Soft Era retreat? Oh, a girl can dream, right? Because y'all know I love to travel, and I love to mix some healing and some softness with some luxury, because luxury is accessible to us, and we can also redefine what luxury looks like and feels like to us. But y'all know that your favorite licensed marriage and family therapist is on the bourgeois side. I'm a little bourgeois when it comes to just experiencing, because man, we get one life. So throw me some softness, throw me a spa. I would love to experience that with you guys. Of course, we would add our workshops, and I'll have my goodies for you, because I'm working on that too. These diffusers, they're going to come out. I got the scents, the profile, and all of them. I promise you, they out here. But that'd be so awesome. I would love to have a Shifting into Softness annual retreat. I'm going to put that in the books of guys. What do you think about that? Tell me, tell me, please, please do. Please tell me what you think about that, because it's going to be there. It's on my mind. I'm going to think about it. So, yeah, I hope that if it resonated with you, I hope you got what you needed from this episode. I hope you're ready to tell yourself yes and not to be judged about what healing looks like, and that this kind of busted some of those myths or saying about healing has to be a certain way or it's whatever. I just hope you felt empowered that it's okay, that your healing journey looks different from the person next to you. And that's beautiful. I hope you felt reassured. I hope you felt this was a gentle hug. I hope you felt that you could just exhale and breathe and be like, thank you, Shay. Thank you for reassuring me. Thank you for letting me know it's okay to be different, to feel different, and experience life differently than the other person next to me, and that I'm not behind and I'm not broken, because you're not beautiful. Like I tell my clients, we are all loading bars. We are progress bars. When I tell you we are moving, I don't know. Some of you might be moving faster than others, and it's fine. Some of us might be a little slower. Some of us might be stuck because internet disconnection, disruptions in our lives are happening. So the circle is going. And that's okay if you're in your circle error until you reconnect with yourself. And now we'll start moving again. There's no finish line to this. Take your time with it. You're worth it. Be gentle with yourself. Love on yourself. Hug on yourself. Give yourself that big hug, okay? Give it to yourself. So take your time and be gentle. You don't need to be healed to be whole. And as always, please follow. If you love this stuff, follow me wherever you are seeing me. So Instagram at Shift Happens with Shay. On my email list, sign up for those goodies. It lets you know about my upcoming workshops, what's going on in my Rose and Shift shop. It lets you know when upcoming new podcasts are out. I mean, even if you have questions for me, you can just email me from there too. And you can email me at, Shay at shifthappenswithshay.com. I am here. I am your online diary. I am your space holder here. So if you need me, please do. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. I thank you for that. And welcome to my shift. Welcome to your shift. Welcome to this journey. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to spend your 30 minutes with me. I hope you got what you needed. All right, beautiful. Thank you. I love you. Have an amazing day. Bye. Thanks for spending this time with me on Shift Happens with Shay. Be sure to subscribe and check the link in the description for more ways to shift into healing.